doing? What's your name? Mohammed? Nice to meet you. Hello from the Gambia, a new country for me. Yesterday I arrived to Banjul, the capital city, and although I would usually spend a few days exploring the capital first, I have actually started a new adventure today because we are going to go and try and find wild hippos. I am so excited. I have never seen hippos before and it would be such an awesome experience, so I have very high hopes. So today we are doing a long bus journey from the capital Banjul to Georgetown, and we're also going to try and see if we can get a little bit further in as well. We might have to take a taxi, we're not really sure. We haven't booked any accommodation for tonight, so we're just going to play today as it goes and hopefully get as far to the area we need to be for a boat trip tomorrow. Just boarded the ferry and I'm not too sure if you can hear me or if you can only hear the engine, but it costs 10 darcy, which is the local currency here, which is around 12 pence, so incredibly cheap. And we've only been on here for about 2 minutes and we're basically at the other side already. I think I've given a life jacket. Not sure if that's reassuring or not, but we're basically at the other side, so let's try and make it to our accommodation.
This one is the boss.
So we arrived to our accommodation around 3 or 4 hours ago, and man, I was absolutely exhausted. I sat on that bed and fell asleep. My friend actually went and did the boat tour today and unfortunately didn't see any hippos, but did see lots of chimps and birds. So we are actually staying 2 nights here and are going to do it tomorrow afternoon instead, because we have had a lot of busy travel days and it's absolutely exhausting. So I'm going to give you a quick tour now of the accommodation as well. So as you come in, you have a few rooms on the left and then the common area on the right here, which is where breakfast and dinner is also served. And it has some really nice views over the River Gambia and a few areas to relax and sit out here as well, which was really nice to just enjoy the calming atmosphere away from the city. And then just over here is where the boat trips go from, where you can go to a few various islands around and also to spot wild hippos and chimpanzees. And then over here you have a few different room types. So I can't show you inside of the basic and the middle room, but I can show you inside our AC room. So there are 3 different room types here. There is a basic, there is a standard which has a fan but an ensuite, and then there is the plus which has aircon and an ensuite, and we have gone for the plus just because of the aircon. So this is the room that we have booked. Comes with 2 beds and an ensuite bathroom. Not sure if there's going to be any hot water, but we can hope for the best. The main thing is that it has aircon, which when it's 34 plus degrees outside is always recommended. Good morning. It is our second day here and today is the day that we are doing the boat trip to see if we can see the hippos and the chimps. So that is booked in for this afternoon because apparently that's the best time to have an opportunity to see them. So we have spent this morning having a slow morning because yesterday was so exhausting and I'm not really sure why. So we had breakfast this morning at the accommodation that was actually quite nice, especially as it's all along the waterfront. And now we are just heading into the village to explore a little bit. And this here seems to be the local grocery shop. So we're going to have a look inside and see what we can grab here. How much are they?
30.
40.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 please.
200.
200. As we thought, the corner shop here was a lot cheaper than at the restaurant, so I've got a big bottle of water and a Fanta here, and we also got another bottle of water that Jamie's got, and it came to around the same price that we paid for just 1 bottle of water last night. The restaurant isn't expensive, to be honest. It's about £1 for one of the big bottles and £1 for a can, but it was about half the price and a little bit lower here, so definitely worth coming for a couple of minute walk out into the little village. My name is Lauren. What's your name?
Mohammed.
Mohammed? Nice to meet you. Bye-bye. Hi. Got some random goats walking around. Typical scenes so far in West Africa. It is currently 3:30 and we are just waiting for our guide and boat driver to arrive, and then we are going to head out onto the water and try and find some hippos and chimps.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
So we have just got on the boat, and as you can see, it is just us two on here. So to rent our boat, it costs £1,750, which is a little bit under £20. So even though there's nobody else to split it with, it isn't too expensive at all, and we do have a private boat. So about 15 minutes into our boat ride, we spot a hippo in the water, and it's so cool. There was a couple of them together just swimming through the middle of the river, and I was really nervous up until we saw one, and then excitement has taken over. It is so cool. We just parked up the boat on a little island as we were heading back to our accommodation, and the guide has brought us out on foot into this little island and has told us he's going to try and find some baboons for us to see, so let's see if we can find any.